So good morning, everybody. A warm welcome to our Luxendi webinar. As many of you know, in the past we had the physical events from Telerex, but also from Luxendi. But a couple of years ago, there was a virus coming up, and this made us not able to do any physical events. And that's why we changed over to a webinar. And I think it's also a more efficient way of meeting each other. It doesn't mean that we don't want to see you in person. We'd love to see you, and you're able to visit us as well. But this virus made it difficult, not only in seeing people, but also it led to component shortages, high transportation costs, and other things. At this moment, there are also new challenges, talking about the war in Ukraine, between Russia and Ukraine, closing cities in China due to new infections of the COVID virus. It's really difficult, but I want to thank you for joining us. And I'm going to first introduce the team that we have, the Luxendi team. In the Netherlands, we have Peter Meijer. He's the responsible account manager. And in the DACH region, we have Ronald van Dorst. The inside sales, that is Petra Janssen, is helping us to get in contact with you and helping you with the orders and quotes. In Belgium, we have Danny Dissens, and joined by Mark de Leenhaig. And then we also have a new member in our crew, that's Kenny de Vlaming. He's our LED lighting and control engineer. And then I will introduce myself. My name is Mats Gouverneur, and I am sales manager and product manager for Luxendi. Our office is based in Breda, but also in Wommegem, and we have a warehouse in Oosterhout. Today we'll be hosting a webinar, a total of 5, and after every webinar we'll have a Q&A session. On the top right of your screen you can see a public chat. If you have any questions during the sessions, put your questions over there, and at the end of every session we'll be checking out those questions and answering them. If there are too many questions, we'll put up an Excel and send it to you afterwards, but we'll have to wait and see how many questions will pop up. Then I want to remind you all, follow us also on LinkedIn. We'll be putting newsletters and posts on their regular basis, so join us on LinkedIn as well. Every webinar will be recorded and put on YouTube afterwards. Our marketing team is really supporting us on that one, so thank you for that. Today, the 5 webinars will end with Niewel. That one is in Dutch. Then before that, we have Xicato. That one is in English. We have BHC, Berg Hybrid Circuits, that is presenting in Dutch as well. We have Dalknet, that is doing the presentation in English, and we'll start off with Blueview. That's also an English presentation, and I would like to give the word to Sylvia to start with this presentation. And I'll hope you enjoy the webinar of today. Thank you all.
Good morning, everyone. This is Sylvia Li from Blueview. I'm the product director for Linear Light division. Today, I would like to share some information, some new technologies for the linear light optical parts. So I'm going to share my screen here. So BV Inspiration is a sub-brand of Blueview concentrated on the linear lighting. We do make the right light. First product we would like to share with you guys is, we call it Hex Louver and the TRR, the total internal reflection lens. This kit is present a high aesthetic round form that features powerful and glare-free illumination, well suited in modern environments. So we are offering all different plating colors. From left to the right, we do have matte white combined with the chrome reflector, white with gold, white nickel, black, regular black, nickel, chrome, and black with chrome. Beyond the louver itself, we also offering the Hex Louver which is cutting more glaring even better than the louver itself. So in this family, it's offering 24 degree and 38 degree. The cone louver and the TR is a parabola-shaped reflective surface used to collect and direct light. It collimates the light source or focus a collimated beam angle, creating a clean edge with a seamless glaring eliminating shade for better UGR performance. The UGR, unified glaring rate. The less is better. So from the image here, we can see when it is the general lighting, the edge is very flaring. So the center light is not so clear. And when we put a louver towards to the light source, the light itself is becoming more centric and the edge is more clean. It can cut a lot of glaring of the luminaires. The Blueview Slim family with louver is created with all different cone louver optical kit. So it delivers expectational output levels suited for general lighting and high ceiling applications. It's creating stunning accent lighting. That's the image of luminaire itself. It's beautiful. Here is the video to show how it's UGI performing on the luminaire itself. The light I'm going to start the video is the center one. The video shooted around 2 meters far from the luminaire itself. And the luminaire was installed around 2.5 meters high from the floor. So on the 2 meters far, it cannot see any luminaires from the side. But when we work close, it's delivered very powerful luminaires, and the lighting spot on the floor is round. So when we having this luminaires fixture in 0.6 meter, still deliver the round lighting spot. Beyond the cone louver, we also have in the square louver in the same size. So we call it 5-in-1 louver and the reflector. The cone louver was built with the TR lens, and the 5-in-1 louver is built with the reflector. Similar performance, but has one more option on 45 degrees. So it's very flexible in any customized lens in every 132.5 millimeter. We have 15 degree, 30 degree, and 45 degree options on the beam angles. To satisfy some of the designers' requests on the pattern, we also have in a diamond louvers is present as square formed in more cost efficiency as well. It's all injected in one piece in the length of 1.1 meter length. The diamond squares offering 50 degree or the square pattern and diamond pattern, also 50 by 50 degree and 35 by 75 degree. That's mostly different on the pattern itself. So designing performance. Here is the image to showing what is the difference between the beam angles. So all these lights was installed in a cube 300 millimeter and same power, same light source, just a different on the louver itself. Also, it's the same fixture. From the left to the right, we can see 45 degree, 30 degree, and 15 degree, all built with the 5-in-1 louver and the reflector. So the 50 by 50 degree and 35 by 75 is built by the TR lens. Here is clear picture, the visual difference we can see from the picture. When it was the 15 degree, we can see it's more accent in the middle. The light is quite sharp, and there are less light on the wall. And when it became 30 degree, the light spot became bigger. And when it became the 45 degree, we can see more lights on the wall itself, and the center was less. So when we have in 35 by 75 degree, the floor side is becoming the rectangular light spot, and 50 by 50 is more average on the wall, on the floor side, and more lights on the wall as well. That's the prototype. That's the prototypes that we built for to show what is the difference between different angles of optical part in the linear lighting. The next one I would like to introduce is for our Luz family. Is offering 3 different type of extruded lens. Currently, most of the linear lighting is built with the PC diffuser lens. On the image here is the right side of the part. But beyond the PC lens now, we are offering 2 more options. The first one is, we call it anti-glaring film kit. So this is a optical kit built with the clear lens on the top. It's only dusty, so it doesn't have any optical performance. And the key material is the middle one. We call it anti-glaring film. And then the bottom one is the regular diffuser panel. And then another one we are offering more is called micro prismatic kit. So basically, it's the extruded prismatic lens with the diffuser together. So it's two pieces kit. Here is an image we have in all 3 different lenses assembled with our Luz family. It's not easy to see what is the difference on the image, but when we look at the luminaire visually, you can see the difference immediately. Both of the prismatic and anti-glaring film kit is offering much better glaring control luminaires than the general PC lens. So what is the micro prismatic optical lens? Basically, there are a lot of minor structures which built on the extruded lens. And this result is an optimal lens for visual comfort without sacrificing luminaire's efficiency. It provides the ultimate in soft lighting, featuring bright surface, comfortable direct brightness, no harnish, contraster, and ample illumination. So we have a zoom-in image of the prismatic. It's like little notches on the PC lens itself. So when we touch the lens, we can feel the bumps immediately. So all those bumps is controlling, basically all those bumps is controlling the lighting distribution and the lighting directions. So micro prismatic lens is producing is produced under high heat and pressure, permitting the formation of conical prisms with a remarkable tight radius around 20 μ and the refractive index of 1.49 and cutoff greater than 60 degrees. Unlike typical diffusers, the microprismatic doesn't scatter light. Indeed, its precisely miniature prisms direct light away from the glaring zone with very high light transmission is around 92%. This mutes lamp image and hotspot and eliminates high-angle glaring. Here is some value about the micro-prismatic optical lens, but it's only represent for the lens itself. It cannot represent the whole linear luminaires. So the diffuser plate luminous flux is 3529 when is 0 degree by X4H, Y3H is offering 18.5 degree, 18.5 UGI value. The light transmission is 92%. And when it's 90 degree by X4H, Y3H is offering 19 UGI value. Here is the lighting distribution diagram. So this data is not representative. It's not represent for the finished assembled linear lighting because the linear lighting is very narrow as 50 millimeter or 75 millimeter in Blueview. When we tested the assembled parts, it cannot achieve this UGI less than 90 value. So the value here is representative for optical plate itself. I will show the value for linear lightings in the following pages. So the anti-glaring film optical kit is basically we have in the film in 0.2 millimeter thickness. It has in all those Hex patterns with on the film. We call it NAMI structure. So by controlling the light direction on the film itself, it's offering a better UGI performance. So the glare in L65 degree is 12%. The lower is better. Again, L0 is 130%. The angle for width and half maxima is 90 degree. The efficiency is around 89 to 93%. So it's having a less transmission than the prismatic lens. Here is a diagram to show how the anti-glaring film cutting the glaring. So the glaring control film affect on view angles of diffuse light source. We can see the red line is about the diffuse source, like the PC lens, as we showed earlier. And then the blue line is the lens with the anti-glaring film kit. So we can see on the side is color of the high angles and increasing the center angle output. So that's the serial that is controlling the UGR. The anti-glaring film optical kit is exhibit a variety of appearance depending on illumination conditions. They can be used in conjunction with diffuser to better hide light source and further increase gain. So on the image here, we can see the difference, visually difference between the diffuser and the anti-glaring film on the top of the light source also, or with the diffuser together. So the theory to having our anti-glaring film kit is exactly the same as the panel itself. So here is the comparison for the values data, the data difference when we install 3 or 4 different optical parts on the LUTs family. That's the data based on X in 4H and Y in 8H, ceiling reflection in 0.7, walls reflection in 0.5, and working planes in 0.2. The view angle is endwise. So when the LUTs with the PC diffuser lens is offering the UGI value in 26.5 and the efficiency is 95 lumen per watt. So when we having the LUTs with the anti-glaring film kit, we having 21 and 82 lumen per watt. It's cutting a lot of efficiency. When we having the LUTs with the micro-prismatic optical lens, the UGI value became 24, and the efficiency became 92 lumen per watt. When we having the LUTs with the louver and reflector, the UGI became 11.7, and then efficiency became 107 lumen per watt. So recently, we have more and more requests on the louvers type for different office applications. Okay. Here's the IES data with all different optical, with 4 different optical kit. So first of all, we have in the PC lens. It might not see so clearly on the numbers, but if you'd like to have in the IES testing reports, please let us know. We can send you the original one for verification. And then the following one is micro-prismatic optical lens and louver kit in 38 degree. That's all. I believe I'm a bit nervous to do the presentation as my first time. Thank you very much.